All right. Okay. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 3. Yes, day number 3, week 1, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. So, my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of January, 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And the topic that we'll be looking at is we're going to be continuing our discussion on ratios. It's going to be looking at different ways it could come. All right. So in each installation of the ratios, definitely by next week we'll be done with this. But so tomorrow will be our last installation of ratios. So whatever questions you have, make sure let me know about them because tomorrow is our last day with the ratios. Then we're going to move on to something else. But I want to make sure that we have a thorough understanding of how ratio is, how ratios are done. This is something that is always tested, regularly tested in your exams. They love ratio questions. And so you need to make sure that you understand how to do it. And but I think y'all pretty and have a good understanding of ratios, right? At least I think
Yes,
so.
sir. Fairly, yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're gonna see today. So today, this is going to be another way that they could bring it. And so that's what we're gonna be looking at today. And hopefully you all could use what I taught you so far to have a good understanding of what or how to do this particular one. So we continue our journey with ratios. So the first question says, it's going to be our example 1. Let me use a different color. So example 1 says that, let's say that we have a class, good night. Let's say that we have a class and there are, no, let's say we have a school. So how many students inside your school? You would say. There are, how many students we going to put inside the school?
50.
50?
426.
400?
128.
500.
500?
100.
That's a lot of students.
1,276.
That's a lot of students.
300 students.
That's a community.
It's a lot of students. It's a lot of students. Let's say that we have a big school, right? So let's say that we have a school that has a lot of children, like my old high school, 1,200 students, that's about right. So there are 100,200 students at Tropical High School. Now the ratio, now in this ratio, we're gonna be a ratio of boys to girls. Who do you think is more of, boys or girls?
Girls.
Girls. In high school, there are much girls and boys.
Yeah, there's much. So what's the ratio of boys to girls? It's gonna be what? Give me the ratio.
Excuse me, Mr. You have 10 to 12 school.
10 to 12? 10 to 12?
It could be 4 to 5.
4 to 5?
3 to 5.
Yeah,
8 to 9.
3 to 5 is better. 3 to 5. That's about right. That's about right. For every 3 boys, there's 5 girls. Yeah. So if we know that there are 1,200 students at this tropical high school, the ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 5. You know, my first question is, right? How many girls are in the school? How many girls are in the school? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna solve this problem? We wanna figure out how many girls are in the school. We know that the ratio is 3 to 5. What are we gonna do? Anyone can answer?
Divide.
Divide what?
You're gonna divide 1,200 by the ratio of 3 to 5.
Yeah. So we basically have defined, what's the magic word? 1 equal part. If you know the answer, you could put it inside the chat. I'm also gonna ask for the boys, so might as well just do that one time as well. So if you know the answer, you can put inside the chat, by the way. So 1 equal part is going to be, let me highlight this. So 1 equal part is going to be what? How do we calculate 1 equal part? That's going to be 1,200 divided by division sign, divided by 5 plus 3. And so 1 equal part is going to be equal to 1,200 divided by 5 plus 3 is what?
8.
8. And so 1 equal part is going to be equal to, what y'all have for 1 equal part?
150.
What y'all have?
150.
Let's perform the long division. What y'all have for?
150.
150. Let's see. Anyone else got 150 for 1 equal part? Let's do it.
I
on top.
did.
You did? Erase our link. Let's do it on top. So we have 8 into 1,200. And so we say, how many times does 8 go into 12? That'll be what?
once.
1 time. 8 times 1 is 8. 12 minus 8 is what? 8,
That's
9,
4.
10,
That's
11,
4.
12, 4. Yeah, 4. Bring down the
The 0.
0. Yeah. How many times does 8 go into
5 times.
5 times? 8 goes into 45 times. Very good. 8 times 5 is
40.
40. Very good. Let me do 40 minus 40, which is
0.
just 0. Very good. And then we say, when we get the 0 at the back, we have to include that. So the 0 is going to be here. So we say, how many times does 8 go into 0?
0.
0 times. Please continue the division. All right. So it's going to be minus 0 minus 0 is 0. So the answer here is going to be
150.
150. So that means that 1 equal part is going to be 150 humans. Would y'all
Yeah.
have for the girls, the number of girls?
750.
750. Yeah, 750.
50.
All of girls is going to be equal to, how y'all get 750? What y'all did?
By multiplying 150 by 5.
5. Why did you use 5?
Because that's
Because
the
it's respectively.
The girls.
Yeah,
It's respectively.
definitely. We use 5 because the 3, right, refers to the number of equal parts for the boys, right? And the 5 refers to the number of equal parts for the girls. And so that means that if we have, if you're trying to figure out the amount of girls, it's going to be 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by this division, 5 multiplied by 150, and 5 multiplied by 150 is what? 750. So the amount of girls inside the school is going to be what?
750.
750. All right. Do y'all understand that one? Let me know, please, if y'all understand how we got that.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we know that there are 750 girls, how are we going to figure out the amount of boys? So part B.
you multiply 150 by 3.
Yes. So how many boys are in the school? So we know that.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Do we check my answer in the chat?
You mean for boys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna do it right now. Okay. All right, I see it. Good. So there's 2 ways we could find out the boys, right? We can do what? We can
subtract.
we could subtract, right? Subtract what?
750 and 1,200.
Yeah, 1,200 and 750. We can subtract them. When we subtract them, then we get 250. We could get, sorry, our answer. But the way I like to do it is just either way works. But in order to find the amount of boys, I am going to multiply. So amount of boys is going to be equal to, what am I going to multiply?
You gotta multiply 150 by 3.
Multiply 150 by 3. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 150. And the reason why we do that is because the number of equal parts for the boys is 3. All right, so 3. So it's going to be 3 times 150. And 3 times 150 gives us what?
450.
450.
How much?
450.
450.
450. Very good. Did anyone get that before me? Before me.
I did.
I did.
I
Okay,
did.
I did.
excellent. Good stuff.
I did.
Yeah, I tell y'all, math is easy. Don't make it hard.
Pardon me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
Would they be okay with if you went in the exams and you subtracted the like if you basically subtracted in their question the 750 from the 1,200 students, or would they want you to like do it the way you're doing it now?
You could subtract. It's still the same thing. So you could subtract to get your answer, or you can multiply. But both is correct, right? The key is showing working.
Class.
Say it again.
We just did this in class.
You did this in class today?
Mm-hmm.
This exact question or something different?
No, something different.
Okay, but similar concept, right?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully you remembered what we did and you were able to get it. I hope.
Yes, sir.
That's good. All right, so these two questions are normal. We know how to do them. But I have a question for you all. This is a good challenge question to start the class off. 9 more boys. By the way, we haven't done anything like this before in this class. So I want to see if you all could think about it and, you know, try it on your own and see if you could be able to get it. I'm not gonna show you all it yet. I'm gonna give you a chance to try it. But 9 more boys entered the school. So think about what you're doing. 9 more boys entered the school. If the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Try it and then put your answer inside the chat. Yes, always put 1 equal part. Yes, always put 1 equal part. Chemo, you need the picture of this. Always put 1 equal part. If the ratio remains the same, so 9 more boys entered the school, right? If the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? All right, if the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? Anyone have any answers? I don't see nobody putting in the chat.
15.
Camero saying, okay. Seeing different answers. Caitlin, put your answers inside the chat. Someone saying 741, someone saying 15, someone saying 9. Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. If 9 more boys entered and the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? Right? So you have to use the principles that we have been doing to be able to get this. Anyone? Y'all still working on it? Y'all not saying anything?
It's an easy question.
It's easy. Who said it's easy?
That's on Gary.
Design Curry. Okay. How did you get it? How did you get your answer? What did you do?
Well, I just odd. Since you could split 9 up into 3 factors, I just take 2 of the factors and add them plus the 9, and I get 15.
I got 15.
What you mean? Help me out.
Well, I do it in my head, so I ain't use working. I just split the tree up into 3 factors and then add 2 of the 3 factors of the 9 plus 9, and I get 15.
Why would you do that? I still lost. I still trying to figure out like what's that. Anyone else want to try? He's saying that he got 15 with some mental math. Anyone wanna explain what they got and how they got it?
I got 15.
Who's that?
Amaya.
Amaya, okay.
I
How did
got it because for every 3 boys, there are 5 girls.
Mhm.
So if we split 9 up in threes, you get 3 threes, 3 sets of threes.
Mm,
And you would do the same thing for the 5.
mhm,
So it'd be 3 sets of 5
I like that.
and get
Mm,
15.
That's interesting. I like that.
I
Yeah.
get
What she
15.
say? What
What
she
she
say?
say? What she say? What she said?
She explained it better than
She,
me.
what she said? I would have never done that like that. I really would.
I know the answer just pop up in my
It's
head.
with D.
I would have never done it like that.
I did it with mental math also.
What did you do?
I was like, since it's 9, and I know for every 3 boys,
Yeah,
it's 5 girls.
yeah.
I realized 3 can go into 9 3 times.
Uh-huh.
So I times the 5 times 3 to equals 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very interesting way. Certainly not the way I would go about it, but it's true. It's true when you think about it. For every, because the ratio says for every 3 boys, there are what? 5 girls. That's literally what it says. So if 9 more boys entered, then that's basically 9. That's basically 3 times, right? So that means that you have to do 5 3 times, basically. Oh, there's another way to do it. So basically, it's like multiple ways to do this, but there's a way I was gonna teach you all how to do it, but I'm not gonna do that no more because I realized that your way is shorter. I was gonna tell you all how. I was gonna tell you to find the, but your way is definitely shorter. So let's do that. Let's do that. So the way I will teach you it, now what I'll tell you to do is, okay. Okay. So first of all, let's do it like this. So we say the amount of boys now is how much? How much is the amount of boys now? The amount of boys
100.
that we now
450.
459.
450,
9.
459. Very good. 459, right? So the amount of boys that we now have is going to be, let's add 450 plus what?
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Very good. And that's going to be equal to what?
459.
459. Very good. So
459.
so the amount of boys that we now have is 459, right? So, but they're still trying to figure out what would be the amount of girls. So if we have 459 boys, right? How many girls do we have? And the way that we could do it is if we say, okay, if we know that there are 459 boys, how many equal parts is for boys? How many equal parts is for boys?
3.
That's
3.
three equal parts, right? 3 equal parts. So if we want to try to figure what is 1 equal part, the new 1 equal part, 1 equal part, that's going to be what? 459 divided by what?
Divided by 8.
Divided by what?
8.
3.
Not 8.
Oh,
Remember the 8 is for the 8 is for the whole, but 459 divided by
3.
3.
3.
Because the boys is 3.
Because the boys is 3. Very good. So
Mhm.
the number of equal parts is going to be 459 divided by 3, just like how we did it yesterday, where we remember the coffee break and the Starbucks, stuff like that, and the different blends. So we do 459 divided by 3, which gives us what? Let me do that.
1 53?
53.
153, that's what y'all get. So 3 into 459. Y'all can see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 3 into 459. We say 3 into 4 goes once. So 3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down the 5. How many times does 3 go into 15? That would be what?
5 times
5 times. 3 times 5 is
15.
15. Very good. So we say 15 minus 15. It's going to be
0.
0. Bring down the
9.
9. How many times does 3 go into 9?
3 times.
3 times. So it's going to be 100.
Isn't it 153?
Yeah, it is 153. Very good. And so that means that the new 1 equal part, right? The new 1 equal part is going to be 153. Okay, so the number of boys that we have is 459 because we added 9 more boys because 9 more boys into the school, which means that when we try find the new 1 equal part, it's going to be 459 divided by 3. But we have to figure out how many girls are now here. So
5 times 153.
exactly. So the amount of girls now is going to be what? We're going to take the 1 equal part. So the amount of girls now is going to be in purple. The amount of girls now is going to be 153 times what? Times
5.
times
5.
5. Yeah, times 5. So 150 times 5. No, 153 times 5, which equals to what? When you multiply them,
765.
700 and
65.
yeah, 765. So 153 multiplied by 5. We say 5 times 3 gives us what? 15.
That's so
5
15.
down, put the 1 up. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 1 is 26. Put the 6 down, put the 2 up. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. So it's going to be 765. So the amount of girls now is 765 girls. But remember the question asks us how many girls entered. So we want to figure out like the new amount. So what we're going to do in order to find amount of girls that entered, so amount of girls that entered is going to be equal to what? 765 minus what? The previous amount, which was what? We had here 750. And 765 minus 750 is going to be what?
15.
15. So the amount of girls that entered is going to be 15 girls. And that's how we could find 15 girls. So what did we do? The first thing we did was we added 9 more boys. So it's 9 more boys that entered the school. So it's 450 plus 9, which gives us what? 459. Once we figure out how many boys that we have now, we take that 459 and we divide it by 3 because we're trying to find what is 1 equal part. All right. And so what we do is we say 459 divided by 3, which gives us 153. So 153 is the 1 equal part. Then we take that 1 equal part and we multiply it by 5. Why? Because there are 5. Well, number 5 accounts for 5 equal parts for girls because the ratio is boys to girls. 5 is the one that's at the end. So we say 5 times 153, which gives us 765. That's the amount of girls that we have now. but we need to figure out the amount of girls that entered. So it's going to be 765, right? 765 minus 750, which gives us 15 girls. And so the amount of girls that entered is going to be 15. And so that's how we could figure it out. So if 9 boys entered, then 15 girls must enter with that to keep the ratio the same. All right. Does that make sense to you all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense? Or you all need me to do another one?
We can do another one.
I'll do another one.
The last part.
The last part. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many persons understand? Wait 1 second before I ask that question. I need to make sure I unmute the mics. Okay, who say that they don't understand?
Me, I don't know.
Who said they don't understand?
Taro.
Ricardo, okay. And who else? Only Ricardo don't understand?
Ethan Natalie.
Ethan, you don't understand, okay. Is there 2 Ethans here? Ethan,
Yes, sir.
what's your name? Ethan what?
Ethan Smith.
Oh, I was trying to figure, I was like, do I have 2 Ethans or what? Okay, I remember, I know Ethan Smith. And then Ethan Adderley, you don't understand.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who feels that they do understand? Anyone
I
feel
do.
that?
I feel as though I
Yeah,
understand.
I do.
Okay, I do.
All right.
I think
Like
that
I say, I understand
I
A
do.
and B is
Okay.
what got me
Let's
confused.
see. All right.
Yeah.
Xavier, not Xavier. Kamani, can you explain C for us, please?
I'm glad I rather a short way rather than a long way.
You added this. Do you understand how you got it? Or
A
no?
little bit.
A little bit.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? Or who could explain part C?
I could.
Okay, go ahead, Zion.
Okay, so the question says 9 more boys entered the school. If the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? So first we calculate the amount of boys now.
Mm-hmm.
So which in you add 450 by 9, which would give you 459.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go down and then you divide that by 3.
Why did we
And then
divide it
you
by
get
3?
you divide 459 by 3, it gives you 153.
But why did we divide it by 3? Why did we use 3?
Boy, I sure
You don't know why? Okay, we use
not
3
really.
because how many equal parts is for boys?
3.
3, right? So it's 159 divided by 3. That's
3.
why we use 3. Okay,
Okay.
which gives us 153. Continue.
So we calculate the amount of girls that are there now, which is 5 times 153, and that gives you 765.
Good, but
And the
why did
reason why we
Mhm.
the reason why we multiply it by 5 is because the ratio of girls are 5.
Yes,
And then the amount of girls that entered, we subtract 765 by 750, which gives you 15 girls.
excellent. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. We're gonna do another one.
Excuse me, Mr. G.
Go ahead.
I don't know if this would work all the time, but like, what if we did just multiply 3 times 5 straight off the bat?
You can, but the thing is, you just have to think about it. Like, so an alternative method would be to, so you just have to scale it. So you see how we have 3 to 5, right? It's kind of like equivalent fractions, if you ask me. So we have 3 to 5, right? You know that 9 more boys entered. So that means that this slot is 9, right? So what you have to figure out is we have to figure out what is this slot. So we ask ourselves, okay, well, how did I get from 3 to 9? How did I get from 3 to 9? What did I do? Hello? How did I get from 3 to 9? What did I do?
Multiply three.
I multiplied by what? By
3.
3.
By 3.
So whatever I do on the left, I have to do to the right. And so in order to figure out that, that's going to be what? Multiply by 3. And so it's going to be 5
25.
times 3. 5 times 3, which is
15.
15. So this is another way to do it. If you don't want to do it this way, you could do it this way. So you could say, okay, we know it's 3 to 5, right? So we know 9 more boys entered. Okay, good. So I'm going to say 3 times 3, which gives us 9. Whatever I do to the left, I must do to the right. And so 5 times 3 gives us what? 15. Okay. Both ways are good. Both ways are acceptable. Which way you're going to use in an exam is up to you. By the way, should I ask which way you're going to use? You can use this one, or you're going to use this one. Which one?
One on top.
Which one makes more sense to you? Which one makes more sense to you all? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Second one?
The first one.
First one?
makes sense.
Okay. All right. So whatever one that you like, you could use. There's different ways to skin it. Mhm.
I think the reason or why we were able to think to figure out that new way
Mhm.
is because when you say the ratio,
Yes.
it is you said for every 3 boys is 5 girls.
Yes.
That's how you say it.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to be read, and I'm glad that y'all pick up on that. That's what the ratio means. So it's good. It's a good pickup because it makes the work 10 times easier, but at least it helps you to understand too how we got our numbers. Okay, take a picture of this and send to me via WhatsApp. Let's do another example. And then we're gonna move forward from this. So let me put this up again. Okay. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you do not have it, make sure I take a screenshot so that when I move it, you'll be able to have it. Right? Both ways are good ways. Let me erase this one. Drawings. Yeah, good. All right, so let's do another one. Ajani, did you send your workers yet? Where's Ajani?
I just.
You just sent it? Okay. Antoine, did you send your work?
Pardon me?
Antoine, did you send your work yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Miss Morris, did you send your work yet?
I did.
You did, okay. All right, so I think we're ready to go on to the second one. So let's do that right now. Anyone still writing this down before we go?
I am still writing it down, but I have a screenshot.
You have a screenshot of it? That's good, perfect.
Me too.
Okay. Give me one moment, please. All right, good. Off to the next question we go. So the first two questions are always very easy. So let's do this one. So hopefully at least you can get the first two questions right. So example number 2, it's gonna be there are how many students we gonna put inside the school? It's a big school now, remember? How many students we gonna put?
1,500.
1,500?
150?
150?
1,800.
50,000? 10,000? I like that.
10,000.
Say 10,000. All right. There are 1,200 students at what school? What school are we gonna use?
Government High.
Michigan High?
Government High?
Freeport High.
Freeport High?
Government High.
Government High?
So,
Well, anyone ever heard of A.F. Hadley?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A.F. Hadley.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Junior high. So we're gonna use A.F. Hadley. A.F. Hadley Junior High. Anyone just go to A.F. Hadley? School?
used to.
Me.
Who? Who goes to A.F. Hadley? No one else goes to A.F. Hadley? Wow. Anyone ever been to A.F. Hadley?
Me,
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
I've been before.
Who's that speaking?
Glenda.
Oh, Glenda, yeah. It's 3 to 5. How many girls are in the school? How many girls are in the school? So the ratio of students is 3 to 5. There are 1,200. There are 1,240 students in the class. How many students are girls? So for this one, we're gonna do 1 equal part. We know how to do this. You all can put your answers out the chat if you know it as well. 1 equal part is going to be what? 1,240 divided by what? Divided by, what are we gonna divide it by, class?
3 plus 5.
Why 3 plus 5?
Because that's the equal, I forget the word.
That's the
total equal parts.
very good. That's the total equal parts. Very good. So 1 equal part, it's going to be equal to 1,240 divided by what? Divided by 8.
8.
What did y'all get when y'all divided?
155.
1 equal part is going to be equal to, you got 155?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did anyone else get 155? For 1
I
equal?
did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we have 8 into 1,240. How many times does 8 go into 12? Once. 12 minus 8 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's gonna be what? 4. We bring down the
4.
4. How many times does 8 go into 44?
5 times.
5 times. 8 times 5 is
40.
40. Very good. 40 minus 44 is,
4.
44 minus 40 is 4. Bring down the
0.
Bring down the 0. How many times does 8 go into 40?
5 times.
5 times. Very good. 8 times 5 is
40.
40. Very good. So we have 40 minus 40, which is
0.
0. So that means we have 1,240 divided by 8, which gives us 155. So 1 equal part is going to be 155. Next, we have to figure out the amount of girls. Now the amount of girls is going to be, which would y'all get, by the way, for the amount of girls? Oh, y'all didn't do it yet?
No, so nothing.
Girls is 775.
Who's that speaking?
Aiden being
Aiden Bean. You say 775.
75.
And did anyone else get any other answer? Or the same answer?
775.
775. So we have to multiply 5 by 155. So we get an answer for that one. So we say 5 times, so 155 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Put the 5 down. Put the 2 up. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 2 is 7. 27. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. I got 775. Anyone else got that?
I
So,
did.
yeah,
I did.
775. Good.
I did.
Equals to 775.
I did.
Good. Perfect. And B, ready know how B go. B is how many boys are in the school? So the amount of boys is going to be Alex Delavo. Explain how I'm going to get the amount of boys.
Okay.
So how am I going to get the amount of boys, Alex?
So you would have to multiply 155 by 3
Why by 3?
because that's the number of boys.
That's the number of equal parts for boys. Very good. And so it's going to be 3 multiplied by 155. Which y'all got for that when y'all multiply it?
165.
465. 465.
465. Very good. I got 465. Anyone else got that? 465.
I did.
Mhm. Good. Now for
Me.
excellent. Now for part C, the dreaded part C, or the anticipated, depending on who you are. Keep it simple. Let's say 9 more boys entered. Wait, not. Wait, let's not do 9. I'm sorry.
This is why I should probably start writing with pencil.
Mr.
Let's
Petit, I don't write it, man.
erase it. 12 more boys entered the school if the ratio remains the same.
Excuse me, Miss Boutique. Can I use the restroom, please?
As you can, how many girls
Thank you.
entered? All right, put your hands inside the chat. I want to see y'all do it before I do it on my end. Put your hands inside the chat for me if you know what you're doing. Put your hands inside the chat. Again, put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Let me see what y'all have. Come on, you say your answer is locked in. All right. Condoleezza, I'm working mine out, but the long way. Okay. Put your hands inside the chat. I want to see the answer for part C. I want everyone to put their answer for part C. Do that for me, please.
Is the just my answer, please?
I see it. I see it. All right, put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Crimson, Kanan, Kamar. The rest of you, please answer inside the chat. Some persons are still not answering. Are y'all still working on it or what? Or y'all don't know what to do?
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute.
Doing it the long way.
Doing it the long way. Okay. All right. Alondra, thank you. Okay, I see some persons answering. The rest of you have the answer inside the chat. You have the answer. Tyreek, why are you not answering? Anisha, Samaya, Rodrigo, Philip, y'all have the answer inside the chat. Some of you are not answering. Okay. Aiden. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this. So what do y'all have for part C? Let me what y'all have for part C?
For boys, I have 477, and for the girls, I have 20.
So how many girls entered?
20 girls.
20
20.
girls, 20.
20?
20 girls.
20. Anyone got something different than 20?
Yes.
What you got, Devana?
I had to get 795.
795, okay.
I get 90 in the activity just to make you feel better.
You got 19?
Just to make you feel better.
Anyone got something different than that?
I got 12.
You got 20? No one got none different than 20? Interesting. So everybody just following what everyone did?
I got 12.
No one original?
I got my answer was in the chat.
My answer was in the chat for a long time.
I got 775.
775. Okay. Okay, someone is saying that they got 775. Okay.
Well, if you notice, I put the whole working in the chat, step by step.
I noticed clearly. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out how many boys do we have now. So the amount of boys that we have now is going to be what? How many boys was there in the first place?
165.
465, right? But how much are we adding to it?
12.
We're adding
12.
what? We're adding 12 to that. So we have 465 plus what?
12.
Plus 12, which gives us what?
477.
477. That's the amount of boys now. Okay, so we know that there are 477 boys now, but how many? Let's find what is one equal part, right? One equal part. So one equal part is going to be what? 477 divided by
3.
divided by
Divided by 8.
3.
Divided by,
3.
divided by,
8.
divided by,
5.
divided by,
Divided by 3.
Divided by 8.
8.
Divided by 8. 8.
who
Divided
say?
by 3.
I divided it by 3.
Divided by 3.
3.
You have to divide it by
7.
whatever
True.
is the boys. That's what you have to use to divide it by. Because it's 477 boys. It's not talking about the total. So 1,240 is talking about the total, though. So that's why we divided by 8. But 477 is talking about the boys. So we have to divide it by what? 3. Okay. So 477 divided by 3 gives us what?
159.
159. Very good. 159. That's the amount. That's one equal part. So one equal part is 159. Next, we have the amount of girls now. That's what we did. Or the amount of girls. Yeah, the amount of girls now. So the amount of girls now is going to be. So we know that one equal part is 159. Can someone tell me how we're going to find out the amount of girls now? If we know that one equal part is 159.
We're gonna take
Multiply the equal part by the
times
amount.
5.
Times 5.
Very good. 5. So it's going to be 5 multiplied by
159.
5 multiplied by 159.
You are 55.
Yeah, I put the correct one. So it's going to be 5 multiplied by 159, which gives us 701.
95.
795.
Yes, 795. So that's the amount of girls now, but we want to figure out the amount of girls that entered. Okay, so we're going to take 700. So the amount of girls that entered, amount of girls that entered is going to be equal to 795
795 taken
minus what?
Minus 775.
775. Now, the reason why we use, right? The reason why we use 795 and 775, the reason why we use that is because the 795 is the amount that we have now. And the 775 is the one that we had previously. So to figure out how many new girls came, you have to subtract them. So it's going to be what? 795 minus
It's 20.
775 is going to be
20 girls.
20 girls. And how many persons had 20 girls before me?
I did.
Before.
I also did.
Before. All right.
Me.
All right. Okay, so someone is asking me to do it the simple way.
I get it.
The simple way would be if we have 3 to 5, 3 to 5. This is an alternative method if you don't understand what we did here. If you don't understand this, the alternative method is here. So if you have 3 to 5, right? We know that how many boys entered? 12 boys, right? 12 boys entered, right? And so give me one sec. So we know that we know that this is going to be 12, and then this is going to be, okay, so we know that there are 12 new boys that entered. So how do we move from 3 to 12?
Multiply by 4.
Multiplied by? Multiplied by 4. So whatever we do to the left-hand side, we have to do to the? You have to do to the?
To the right side.
The right side. So if we multiply by 4 here, we got to multiply by 4 here. So multiply by 4. And so 4 times 5 is what?
20.
20.
20. And so you would get 20 here as well. How many persons did it this way?
I did it
I
along.
did it.
Me, I did.
You
I
did
did it this way.
You did it that way? Yeah. All right. How many persons did it this way?
I did.
I did.
Did it that way?
I
Okay.
did it the long way.
All right. All right. So both ways are right. And I like the long way because questions come like this and you get to understand it more. But this way is good too. I mean, like both of them give you the right answer. So if you put either one of these, they will mark it correct.
It's faster.
It is faster.
That
Much
means they have
faster.
more time on other questions.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. But just show working. All right. So graded exercise or quiz? What are we gonna do? Let me know.
Graded exercise.
Graded exercise.
Both.
Quiz.
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 Graded
Quiz all the
exercise.
way.
Quiz.
I
Graded
think we should do
exercise.
two
Quiz,
or three
please, quiz.
quizzes.
Uh-huh.
I think we should do 2 or 3 quizzes.
2 or 3 quizzes.
We should do 3.
3 quizzes. Okay. Will y'all ace my quiz? Like I don't want y'all to be failing my quiz. That's the problem.
Of course.
Exactly. That's why we should do the graded exercise.
We do the graded exercise, right? Okay.
I
All
think
right.
the quiz is better.
And the quiz. Okay.
Coin
So
flip.
say coin flip.
Quiz, 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 quiz.
All right.
You want to start us?
Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Please, I see Miles on, I see Calvin on. The rest of you, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. You need to do that.
1 minute.
All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone must do that.
You see mine, Mr. D?
Did you send it?
Yeah, so.
Okay, perfect. All right, so.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, who is this?
Hey, Ariana.
Go ahead, Ariana.
May you use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can. Don't take too long because we're about to do the quiz. Yes, we're gonna do 2 quizzes tonight.
Yay!
Do 2 quizzes. Please do not fail my quiz. What's the passing grade for the quiz?
80.
80 and above.
80 and above.
80% and above.
80% and above. So make sure that you pass it with flying colors. The quiz in the chat in 5, wait, 4, 3. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Once you start the quiz, please put start inside the chat. 1. It should be inside the chat. That's the first one, and then we also have the second one. So quiz 1 and quiz 2. So once you finish with the first one, then you can do the second one as well. So I'm gonna put both of them in the chat. But the first one is already in. After the races, make sure I'll go ahead and take a picture of your. Oh, remember when you're doing the quizzes and you're complete and you finish the quiz. So once you finish the quiz, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Make sure your grade is a passing grade, but take a screenshot of the grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. These should be very easy quiz, very easy and short quizzes. So we shouldn't take forever on these. But take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp once you finish with your grade. All right, with the quiz. Make sure you get 80% and above. Make sure I do the working and everything, right? And we should be good. So show our working and in your book as well. So you could be able to get, that's quiz 1 and quiz 2. I just put quiz 1 and quiz 2 inside the chat. Both of them are there. So you can look and find it. Let me see these scores. How are we looking on this? So far, I have 1 response. Where's Cleveland? Cleveland, are you there? Where's Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
Do it the right way, please. Do it the right way. That's all I gotta say about that. All right. Calvin, what quiz are you on? The first one or the second one? Calvin, can
And
you?
first one.
All right. Did you send me your work as yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Azaria Cash, can you hear me? This is Azaria.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me a note as yet?
No, sir.
Okay, what's your number? Or you sent from your mother's phone?
Yes, sir.
What's her name? What's her name? Azaria.
It's cash.
Miss Cash. You know her number? What's her number?
I can send it.
Yeah, send it to me. Um,
Mr. Petit,
go ahead.
I was doing one of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's question 2,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't have like the question. It says there are 2,400 students at Harmony High School. The ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 9. Like
So,
period.
how many
It's not
girls?
how many. Only for B. It's how many boys. But it don't have any question for number 2.
You sure? Refresh the
That's
page.
what's showing up on mine.
Refresh it. But the first question is referring to the girls. All right.
Or 10 now.
It's it now. Okay, good. Elcardo, you have to redo your quiz. Glenda, redo the quiz, please. Rodrigo, redo the quiz. You have to get this quiz is out of 12, so you all have to get what? 10 out of 12. Yeah, 10 out of 12 is good. Joel, the pass. Marks, where's Marks? Where's Marks? Marks, you can't be getting 8 out of 12 in my quiz. I really want better for you, man. So make sure I do it again. Alora, no way. Dior, did you send in your workers yet? Where's Dior?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna redo my quiz.
Definitely. Where's Kamani? What you got wrong?
I think something is wrong with the quiz because that answer was supposed to be right.
What you got? What question?
Number 2.
To what? To what?
It's the one with the
C or B?
1,600 students.
1B, like it's saying it's supposed to be 100.
1B?
So
yeah.
Oh, 1B. Oh, I see what you're saying. 1,600 divided by 8. That's 200 iterated across 6. Oh.
I think I'm supposed to get that right.
How many boys are in the school? How many boys are in the school? You mean that one? I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got that wrong too. It says 200.
Also got that wrong.
refresh it. I just changed it. It is 400, not 200. When you refresh it, did it work?
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Patrick Raming, Miles Taylor, Antoine, 12 out of 12, excellent. Everyone should be doing the quiz. Do you need me to repost the quiz inside the chat? Yeah, 1B is wrong, so I adjusted. I adjusted it. All right, once you finish with the quiz, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is Empress? Empress, are you doing your quiz?
Yes,
Mr.
sir. I
Petit.
just submitted one.
Say it again.
I said yes, sir. I just submitted one.
Good. Cameron Butler. Where's Cameron?
Yeah, I know. I have to do it over. I saw.
Yeah, we can't. How you getting to 6 out of 12? This is easy, man. This is easy, man. Where is Kayon Parker? Kayon Parker, can you hear me? I wonder if he can hear me. I hope we're pronouncing his name right. Jeff Trinique? Jeff Trinique Murphy? Where's Jeff Trinique Murphy? Kayon Parker, can you hear me? Where's Kayon? I can't hear from Kayon. Philip. Philip, are you there? Where's Philip?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What quiz are you on? Which quiz are you on?
The first one.
The first one, what number? What number?
4.
Number 4. Okay, what Chloe, you have to redo your quiz. Destiny Taylor, you have to redo your quiz. Jasmine Rule, very good. I'm not hearing from Kayon. Where's Kayon? There's not supposed to be happening. Why is he not answering?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Tanaya, hello, good night. How you doing?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
All right, can y'all hear me? Where is Tonisha Virgil? Have you finished your quiz, Tonisha?
No, sir.
What number you on?
I on number 2.
Number 2. Has anyone finished both quizzes?
Yes, sir.
I finished both quizzes.
Finished both
Yes,
quizzes?
sir.
But number 2A, I don't see like the question, so I can answer it. We see like
Refresh the page. Refresh it.
Yes, sir.
Refresh
I'm
it.
also okay.
Yeah, refresh the page. Okay, for those of you who are finished with the quiz, let me give you the grade exercise. So we get the best of both worlds today. I'm gonna put the grade exercise on the screen. This is only for those persons who are finished with the quiz. They can graduate to the grade exercise. You have to write these down inside of your book, and then we're gonna answer them together. So for those persons who are finished with the quiz, you can go on to the grade exercise and you could do them. Now the grade exercise is supposed to be written in your book. In this case, you write it in your book and you show all working. All right, show all working. It's gonna show on your screen in short order. Let me just post this out. All right, so can y'all see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be the Great exercise. If you're finished with the quiz, then you move on to this. Just 2 questions, part A and B. I got 10 out of 12 on the first quiz and 6 out of 6 on the second quiz. Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
you see my quiz grades, right?
I don't see them.
What?
Antoine. I see 2 out of 6 and what's one say?
Mr. Petit, that ain't funny.
Very good. I saw him. Okay, so Zion Davis, did you do my quiz? Yes, Zion. Let me resend the quiz.
Yes, sir, I am quiz too.
You're on quiz 2. Okay, good. Someone has asked me to resend the quiz, so I'm gonna do that now. All right. Are y'all full or finished with the first one? Let me know if you finish with the first one. Anyone finish with all 2? I reposted them inside the chat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. I need you all to work on the grade exercise once you finish with all 2 of the quizzes. I do not see Tyreek's work. Where's Tyreek? Where's Tyreek? Where's Tyreek? Tyreek, can you hear me? Okay, so Tiffany, Morris, you finished with the first 2 quizzes?
No, I'm on the last one on the first quiz.
Yeah, Tyreek, I can't hear you. I'm wondering if you've done your quizzes yet. I don't see your quiz. Tyreek. It's Tyreek. Yeah, Tyreek, I'm not seeing your quiz. If you're inside the class, you have to be doing the quizzes. You can't just be here just not doing any work. That doesn't make any sense. So make sure please do your quiz. Genesis, how you get a 4? That's Genesis.
I don't know. I can go over that again. I don't know what.
Yeah, go over it, please. Go over it. Please do. Who am I not hearing from? So Maya, you're doing the same thing that you did from last 2 semesters. You're not answering me. Where's Somaya? Somaya, can you hear me? SOM?
Yes, sir.
Why is it so hard to reach you? What are you doing? Are you paying attention or what?
I pay attention.
Are you doing the quizzes yet?
Yes, sir.
Which one are you on? The first one or the second one?
The first,
What number you on?
number 3.
Okay, I don't see your notes though.
I ain't send them yet.
Okay, so you need to, do you have a book to write down the notes?
No, sir.
Okay, so I think you send it via typing. So do that again tonight. And we have Markeo. Where's Markeo? Markeo. Akira, can you hear me? Where's Akira? Can you hear me? Akira, can you hear me? Where is she? Okay. Which number you talking about? Okay, so everyone should either be doing the quiz or you doing the grade exercise inside the chat. You mean in general? You mean in general? Okay, I will explain it when we doing this grade exercise, especially part C. All right, so I'm gonna explain it to you, Akira, when we reach there. Kylie and Kyla, what number y'all on? Asia, Moxie, you need to redo your quiz. That's what you need to do. Janae Williams, are you there? Where's Janae Williams? Kylie and Kyla, can y'all hear me? You have the rest of the rest of the notes, okay. Kylie and Kyla. I can't hear from them. I don't know what they're doing. Where's Kylie and Kyla? You're on B. You have a mic. You have to use your mic, Kylie. You and Kyla have a mic. Use it. Alondra, what number you on? Are you on the quiz or are you doing the grade exercise?
Grade exercise.
What number?
2.
Number 2. Okay. And Dazon Curry, what are you doing? Dazon Curry.
I doing the last quiz right now. I finishing it up.
Okay. Jasmine Rose, have you done your quizzes?
Pardon?
Have you done your quizzes?
Yeah, so
Okay, that's good. And Levantinique, that's what I need to talk to. Levantinique, where is she? Levantinique, can you hear me? Where's Levantinique? Levantinique, can you hear me? I can't hear. I don't see your notes. Levantinique, can you hear me?
Mr. Petit, they sent you the graded exercise.
You sent it to me. It's gonna take a while to come. I haven't seen it yet, but Levantinique, can you hear me? Can't hear from Levantinique. Where is what's her name? Kayon Parker. Can you hear me? Where's Kayon?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing? Have you done the quiz yet?
I'm doing it now.
Do you understand what to do?
A little bit.
A little bit. What part don't you understand?
I get it. I get it.
All right. Liliana.
So I have to redo the quiz too.
Okay. Who's that speaking?
Crimson.
Crimson. You have to redo. Okay. All right. Liliana, what are you doing?
I'm doing the graded exercise.
So you finished the quizzes then?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Camaro. That's
Yes,
like, why is that echo?
Mr. Petit.
1 second. Why is that echo, Camaro? You on 2 devices, eh?
Pardon?
Are you on 2 devices?
Mr. Petit.
1 second. I'm trying to get Kamaru. Kamaru, are you on 2 devices?
Oh yeah, my cousin
Okay.
in the class too.
Oh, what's his name? Aiden, right?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Oh, I understand now. Okay, I understand. Okay, so do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I integrated exercise, you know.
Okay.
I realized what I did wrong. I was doing them backwards. Like the way you asked the question, I've been doing it the opposite way because like usually you would ask like if it says boys to girls, you would do boys first, then girls first. But I did girls and then that's what happened.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. All right. Anyone finish the grade exercises yet?
I am.
I am.
Also.
Number 1B.
Number 1B. Okay. Anyone finish the quizzes? Who all finished the quizzes? Let me check on this.
I did.
I'm done.
So Maya, please redo the quiz. But I'm not getting Levantinique. Levantinique, are you there? Where's Levantinique? That's not good at all. Let me see if I can get a hold of her. So want me to resend the quiz? Okay, let me resend the quiz. All right, we're gonna not redo, but we're gonna do these grade exercises right now. So for those of you who are not finished, please make sure you finish it. Ajani, where's Ajani?
Yes.
Ajani, did you finish the quiz?
No, sir.
What number you on the quiz? Where's Chanel Jones? Can you hear me, Chanel? Chanel Jones. Is Chanel here? Chanel. Oh, she left. Okay. Let's go ahead and answer these questions on the quiz. I mean, not on the quiz, but on the grade exercise. Okay, so any volunteer for number 1 for the grade exercise? Any volunteers for number 1, the grade exercise?
I finished the quiz.
Who is that speaking?
That's longer.
It's on. Good. What did you get?
I get 100 on a boat.
There's on. Let me see. That is correct. Ariana, please redo the quiz. So I need you to do. So who's gonna help me with number 1? I need someone to help me with number 1.
I can help you with number 1.
Go ahead, Rodrigo. Go ahead and read it.
There are 1,272 students at CV Bethel Senior High School. The ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 5. How many girls are in the school? So for what I have for the amount of girls, I have 1 equal part, 1,272 divided by 8. 1,272 divided by 8.
So you did 8 because it's 3 to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Go
And
ahead.
1,272 divided by 8 would be 159. and then I did 1 equal part again, and then I put amount of girls
Yeah.
5 times. I put 5 times 195,
100 and
and then
100 and what? 5 times 100 and what?
I had 5 times 159,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got 795.
So 795 is the correct answer for this. Anyone got 795?
Yeah, so.
No?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Only one other person? Anyone else got 795 for the amount of girls?
I haven't done it yet because
I
I
did.
posted the quizzes.
Okay.
Got that.
Okay. All right, good. Let's do that. So
I
that's
got 795 as well.
795. Good. Okay. Who all is finished with this? You all finished with this yet?
No, so I on the 2 right now.
You on the 2 now? Okay. Alea, you finished?
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay, next up, who's gonna have your number? Well, part B. Go ahead, part B. Any volunteers from the part B? Go ahead. Go ahead, Aliyah. Aliyah, help me with part B, please.
Okay. So for party, you times 159 times by 3, and that gives you 477. Boys.
The way to just temporarily finish up have the graded exercise is just to look back at the notes.
Mr. Petit, we cannot hear you.
Hello. Hi, Kevin.
Well, this took an unexpected turn.
Is it just me or I can't hear Mr. Petit?
Hello, hello. I'm right here. I'm right here. I haven't left. Decided to do a call. All right, so did anyone get 795
Yes,
for the
sir.
first one? Good. Someone was explaining,
Yes, sir.
Alea was explaining part
I
B.
did.
Finish, re-explain it again, Alea.
Um, so for part B, you'd have to times 159 times by 3, and that gives you
477.
So why did you use, say, by 2?
By
Yeah.
3.
By 3, okay. Why did you use 3?
Because it says 3 boys. The ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 5.
Yeah. Good. So it's going to be 3. So it's going to be 3 times 159, which is 477. Did anyone else get 477? Let me know, please.
Yeah, too.
I did.
I did.
I did.
I did.
So
I did.
3 times 459 is 477. Now, where's Kion Parker? I think he said he didn't understand this. Kion, can you hear me? Kion Parker, are you there? Kiana from Kion. And Akira, she said that she wanted me to explain part C. So we know that 9 boys entered the school if the ratio remains the same. How many girls entered? And I said that 3 to 5 means that for every 3 boys, there are 5 girls that entered. And so that means that if we have 3 to 5, I'm going to do it the short way. If we have 3 to 5, right? We know that how many boys entered? 9, right? So how do we move from 3 to 9? We have to what? Multiply by what?
By 3.
By
3.
3. Very good. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then whatever we do to the left, we must do to the right. So it's going to be 5
Times 3.
times 3. Very good. Times 3. 5 times 3 is going to be what?
15.
15. Very good. And so that means that the ratio remains the same. If 9 boys entered, how many girls must enter?
15. 15 girls.
15. Very good. 15.
I had sent my answer in the chat too
15
before.
girls. Who's that speaking?
Ethan.
Ethan, you got to say your last name.
Ethan Smith. My bad.
It's no problem. All right, good. So there we go. 15 girls. Anyone got 15 girls? Let me know.
I
15
did.
girls. Good.
I
I
did.
did.
Good.
I did.
I did.
Okay, excellent. All right, next. Who want to help me? Want to help me with number? Wait, one before that. Anyone got all 3 right for number 1?
Yeah, I saw. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very
I did.
Yes, sir.
excellent.
I got all 3 right for number 1.
Okay. So now we want to do part C. I mean, not part C, number 2. Any volunteers for number 2? Or should I call on someone? Um, all right, so number 2 says there are any volunteers for number 2? You know what? Let me call on Jasmine Rose. She never's on since either. Go ahead, Jasmine. Do number 2 for me.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done with question 2.
Okay, read it for me.
There are 1,524 students at C.W. Sawyer Primary School. The ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 4. A, how many girls are in the school? B, how many boys are in the school? And C, 12 more boys entered the school. If the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered?
Okay, so even though you haven't done it yet, but just tell me how would you do it? What would you do to get the girls? How would you do it, Jasmine? What's the first thing you need to do?
For the girls, I would find the 1 equal part.
Uh-huh. And how would you find that?
I would find the 1 equal part by dividing 100 by dividing 1,524 by 2 plus 4.
Which is? What is 2 plus 4?
2 plus 4 is 6.
So 1,524 divided by 6. And what does that give us when we divide it?
257.
257, very good. 254 rather. Then we say 254 divided, we have to multiply that by what?
4.
4. Why are we using 4?
Using 4 because that's the ratio for girls.
Good. And so it's going to give us what?
1,016.
1,016. Very good. So that's how we get it. Anyone else got 1,016 for this one?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I did.
I did.
Good. Okay, so now
I did.
what y'all got for B? How many boys are in the school?
5.
How many boys are in the school? What y'all got for B?
508.
508?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how did you get 508 for that one?
I multiplied 254 by the equal parts of the number of boys,
Uh-huh.
and that's 2. So
Uh-huh.
2 times 254 equals 508.
508 is correct. Good. All right, so, oh boy, 100 times, okay. Now part C, what y'all have for part C? 12 more boys enter the school. If the ratio remains the same, how many girls entered? Tell us for that one. Well, let's do it. So we know that you say what, 24?
So
Okay. That's a good question. Y'all in did C yet?
No, sir.
Do it.
I
Ooh. So we have,
I have it.
what you got?
24.
24? Okay, so we have 2 to 4. So 2 to 4.
I have 24. So it's up to you.
Okay, so it's 2 to 4, right? So that's the ratio, 2 to 4. And so we know that how many boys entered?
12.
12, right? So 12 boys entered. So how do we move from 2 to 12?
Multiply 2 by 6.
Multiply by 6, very good. And so whatever we do to the left, we must do to the right. So
Right.
it's gonna
I
be,
think it might be 48. I want to change my answer.
it's gonna be 48.
I got 24.
4 times 6. We multiply 4 times 6, which is what?
24.
24, yeah.
It's 24.
24. And so that means that how many new girls are added?
24.
24 new girls.
24.
Very good, 24 girls. How many persons had that before me?
I did.
I did. I did.
Anyone got all right?
I did.
Yes, yes, sir.
Really? Really?
I got all right.
Yeah, that means you're very fast because you did this in speed and light. And so take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I only got Tiffany and Cleveland work. The rest of you take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of this especially, all right?
It'll take me a while to send this. I have to write this.
One second, let me take a picture of this. So we're gonna start from the beginning. If you didn't have this, take a screenshot of this. This is the first slide. If you don't have this, then please take a picture of this is the first slide, okay? Then the second one, is this one. This is example number 2. If you don't have it, take a screenshot of it. That was the second one. Okay. And then we have the third one. Well, nope. This was the third one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the third one. This is what we're doing right now. That's a great exercise. So take a picture of that and send it to me via WhatsApp. Some people are not sending me their work and they are going to force me to call them out. You're not
My computer keep freezing up. That's how come I just finished doing the quiz. I am just doing the graded exercise, Mr. Petit.
okay. So y'all need me to, anyone need me to go back to the first one again? Let me do that. Let me go back to the first one. So for some people who didn't have it, this is the first one. This is the second one. And this is the third one. All right, so you only have 10 more minutes and I want to do challenge questions. So buckle up. All right, let's see what we have up our sleeves today. How should we do it? Medium, easy? How should we do it? Difficult?
Easy.
Medium. Medium.
How do you
No,
want
easy.
the
Easy.
easy? How do you want the challenge question to be easy? That's no fun.
Medium.
If it can't be easy, do it college level.
Hard. I'm going to do the best one, the hard.
Hard, very hard. Okay, we only have 10 minutes, so we got to be realistic, right? So I want you all to try this one. Who believes that they could get the challenge questions correct?
Me.
I might.
No confidence? Come on, man.
Not today.
Where's the confidence? Oh, wow.
I think so.
He wants better for you.
Come on. No, but wow. Okay. Come on, man. Where's Xavier? Xavier Miller, are you there? That's Xavier Miller. What happened, man? I need your confidence, man. Where's your confidence? Okay. Let's do this one. Very, very easy.
You go back to the second example, please.
1 second. I'm going to go back, but let me just post this properly. Express the ratio. Write this down in your book, please. This is a challenge question. Express the ratio in simplest form. So we have 600 meters to 1.5. That's 1.5, by the way. Or 1.5 kilometers. We want to express that in simplest form for us. And this is definitely the challenge question. Dun, 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 dun.
Question, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
You want us to like you want us to find, okay, you see how kilometers, a mile is longer than a kilometer?
Mm-hmm. It's meters. It's meters to kilometers.
Oh, okay. But you want us to like put them inside the same like I don't know how to explain it.
The same units?
Yeah, that's all.
I don't know. I never did this before in my life. I have no idea. It's a challenge question, so.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
can I go to the bathroom for 2 seconds, please?
Yes, you can. What did y'all get for this? For the challenge question?
I ain't finished yet.
Still working it out.
Still working
I
out.
ain't even gonna try.
Still working. Come on, Crimson. Don't say that. Don't say that. Try it out. Try it out. Tyreek. People like Tyreek should know this. Tanaya. There's Tanaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trying the challenge question?
Guess so.
Yes, good.
Mr. Petit, they put my answer in the chat.
Okay. Kamani. People like Kamani should be trying this out. People like Lamar
You say
McKinsey.
if we get it, we win. Yeah.
Put inside the chat if you get it. Put inside the chat. Try it and put inside the chat. Try it and put inside the
I
chat.
did.
Liliana, are you trying the challenge question? Liliana, are you
I'll
trying?
try.
You're trying? Okay. Markeo, where's your work, Markeo? Markeo. Markeo, can you hear me? I need the rest of you all to answer. Caleb Higgs, where's Caleb? Caleb Higgs? Where's Caleb Higgs?
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to challenge question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
I put my answer in the chat.
Okay. Condoleezza, 1-1. All right. Makaya. Empress. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this. All right, on 3, say your answer. 1, 2, 3. What did you get?
2 to 5.
1 to 5.
1 to
2 to
5.
5.
2 to 5.
2 to 5.
2 to
All right.
5.
2 to 5. Okay. Well, let's see. See what the answer is for this one. Boy. So the way how I would do this, and I'm gonna show you all. I don't think we haven't done conversions yet, right? But the way how I would do this is, we have remember they are in different units. So we have to make sure they're in the same units. So we have one in meters and one in meters and one in kilometers. And so what we're gonna do is we are going to take the kilometers and we're gonna convert it into meters. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So these who are not in the same units. So we have kilometers.
It's just like the dollar and the cents.
Exactly, just like the dollar and the cent. So
Mr. Petit,
mm-hmm.
What if I miss and convert the meters into kilometers?
You just did it a long way. It's better. It's better to do it reverse. Do it the reverse way. So do it kilometers to meters and see what you got.
Yes. That's all.
So okay. So we have how many meters is inside 1 kilometer?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Y'all know that y'all had? Very good. So 1 kilometer, right? 1 kilometer is equal to what?
1,000
1,000
meters.
meters.
1,000 meters. Okay, so 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. And so that means that if we have 6.5 kilometers, how are we going to convert that into? Multiply 1.5 by what?
1,000.
Multiply 1.5 by 1,000. So 1.5 multiplied by 1,000 gives me what?
15,000.
15,000, you sure?
Yeah.
Not 15,000.
1,500.
1,500. So we have 600 meters to 1,000 what? 500. Why or how? It's because we what? Multiply it by 100. And so what we have here is we have 600 meters to 1.5 kilometers.
What's H and D?
Those are just other units. You could just look in your book. Like hectometer and decameter and stuff like that, decimeters. So we take 1.5 kilometers, we multiply it by 100, I say 100, we multiply it by 1,000, not 100, because 1 kilometer is 1,000. When we do that, we get 1,500. And so all we need to do is simplify here, right? We just go divide both sides by 100. What did you all divide it by? I used 100 the first time.
Mr. Petit, I cross out 2 of the zeros
Cross
and
it,
divide by 3.
Yeah. Empress, you want to explain this? Want to finish explaining it? I just saw your message.
I know if I could do it now. I could try.
I think you could divide by 300.
Yeah, you divide it by 300.
You could divide it by 300, yeah. I use 100 the first time, and then I do 6 to 15. That's basically cancel out the zeros. Then here we have 6 and 15, so we're gonna divide both sides by what? Divide both sides by what?
3.
By 3.
6? Oh, no, but
By 3. If you use 6, it'd be too much, right? So 6 divided by 3 is what? 2, and then 15 divided by
5.
and 15 divided by 3 is 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 2 to 5 is definitely correct. How many persons got 2 to 5?
Me. Empress.
I for sure did.
All
I
right.
did.
I got 2 to 5.
Okay, good.
Wait,
I
5
got 2 to
seconds before
5.
you.
2 to 5. Very good. All right, good. All right, so 2 to 5 is absolutely correct. How many persons got that? Let me know, please, if you got that before me.
I got that
I did.
Rodrigo.
I got that
before
before
you.
Yeah. Antoine, did you get
Got
it
it
before me?
5 seconds before you.
Yes, sir. I did
Okay.
get it before you.
Okay, good.
5 seconds.
Okay, good. All right, good. Perfect. So take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is our, what time is it? Yeah, it's 8:01. It's already, I can't be here. All right, so we are going to transition over to English. We have a wonderful lesson tonight. Can't wait. So we're going to move over to English language, but take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you have a good understanding, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Who's that? Who said I didn't get it? I don't know your name. What's your name? Can you type your name? The one who said I didn't get it. Let me message this person. The person who said I didn't get it. Type your name inside the chat for me, please. I don't know what that is.
I kind of confused too, because honestly, I don't not remember kilometers and meters.
Okay, so basically, what we did here is we took the 1.5 kilometers, and because they have to be in the same units.
I did it, but I mean, like I said, I don't know the
rules.
How much is how much meters is kilometers? How much like that? That's what I mean.
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. When we get to it, because I haven't taught you it. I haven't taught you all conversions. But when we get to conversions, I'm gonna show you this acronym, and then it's gonna be easy.
All right, thank you.
But basically, the key here is making sure that you convert the meters into kilometers into meters, and then simplify it from there.
Because that's what had me confused. Like I said, I don't
Like
know.
you don't know which,
What is the
the
meter,
units, yeah. All right, so for the base mark, if you just want to memorize something, 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. And then if you have, for centimeters, if you have like 100 centimeters is going to be equal to 1 meter. Okay. And once you look at that rule, I'm going to show you all it. And then we can do it. But we're not doing conversions today, so but
Okay, thank you.
no problem. Let's go ahead and all right, let's go ahead. Good. Okay, move on. So yes, English language. So my name is Mr. Petit.
Good night, Mr. Petit. Thank you.
All right, no problem. So this is going
Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
We can do ratios tomorrow too.
Yes, that's
Okay.
yes, yeah, we're gonna ratio tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night. Ratios are that's our final installation of ratios. It's gonna be tomorrow. Okay, so today is what? Wednesday?
So y'all can talk.
It's Wednesday. Wednesday, the oh wow, I didn't send. Oh wow, did I send that link? Did I? I don't think I did. I didn't. I did not. Okay, so the last time we were here, we did a very important topic, which was, anyone can remember? I enjoyed that lesson.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Yes, critical thinking. Anyone remember the things we talked about in that? What are things that you remember from critical thinking?
The meaning behind the literal words.
Yeah, the meaning behind the little words, right? Someone said analysis, right? So we talk about the
Between the lines.
reading between the lines, right? Not just accepting something for service value. Topic is so okay, good. So what I want to do is I want us to look at critical thinking applied. So critical thinking applied. So I want us to like look at some actual I want us to practice this skill, right? So we know what we're looking for, and that's what basically inside the exam, what they be testing a lot. They don't ask you, when I was a student, I thought that when I reach inside the exam, they're gonna ask me English exam. I said it's English, so they're just gonna ask me what is a noun, what is an antonym, no, they don't answer. They don't ask you that question. They never ask you what is a noun, what is a pronoun. That is not coming on your exam. It's not coming. What's coming on your exam is they're gonna give you a long story. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna ask you questions based on that story to see if you understand what you read. And so we're gonna practice that. And the only way you can get it is if you practice. So let's go ahead and write. So we're gonna write this passage. It's gonna be a short paragraph, and then we're gonna analyze this passage, right? So we're gonna apply our methods of critical thinking to this passage, okay? So this passage. So let's write this passage down. It's a very interesting passage. I really liked it. It was very good reading it. And this passage came from, I just gone and into a past paper, and I found I couldn't put the whole like essay. It just would took too long. Like we can't analyze a whole essay, but we could analyze a paragraph. And so let's go ahead and write this. We're gonna write this paragraph down, and then we're gonna analyze it, right? So we're gonna apply our critical thinking skills to this passage. So it starts off with indentation, and it says, write this down for me, please. It says that the recent college admission The recent college admission scandal. So, the first thing with analyzing this passage is you have to know what the words mean. Okay, so if there's a word that you don't know, you have to look it up to figure out what it means. Okay, what does scandal mean?
Like drama.
Write this down for me, please. You're writing this down. What does scandal mean?
Drama.
Drama, more than drama. Scandal. What is a scandal? If I say someone is involved in a scandal, what does that mean?
A scam?
A scam. That means that
a ruse.
That means that if you are involved in a scandal, that's nothing good. Scandal means that you rip someone off, right? That means that you said you're gonna do something. Go ahead.
Are we writing this?
You're writing this down. You're writing this down. So the recent college I mentioned, so scandal is a good vocabulary word. If you don't know scandal, what scandal means, please look that up. But it's basically when you are when you commit fraud, right? You thief, you usually involves money. So you in this case with this actor, she paid someone to do something that they wasn't supposed to do. So it's some sort of fraud, some sort of trying to do some sort of underhand movement, some sort of like you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, in a way to obtain something that you supposed to get the right way, but you're trying to do it the wrong way. That's what a scandal is. So the recent college admission scandal involving actress Lori Loughlin and other parents accused of buying their children's way into college raises questions about parents' high expectations for their children. Now, with this actor who's involved in the scandal, Lori Loughlin, you think she was wrong for doing this? Like, she wanted a child to get into a good Ivy League school, right? Why you think it's wrong for her to buy? Apparently, she's gonna pay them she's gonna pay the professors millions of dollars to admit the child into the school. Is that a bad thing or like?
I personally feel as though it's wrong, but you don't know where she coming from.
Okay. You don't know where she coming from? Okay, what you mean?
Cause from her perspective of view, it could have been like, oh, you applied for a bunch of colleges, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I can't have my child not going to college. Something bad happened, and I really want you to go to college. So I go find a way, any way to get you to college.
But what about the people who don't have $1.5 million to pay? You understand that that's like a scandal, right? You understand that you're not supposed to pay to be accepted. You're supposed to just be accepted. So that means that what if the child is not ready for college? And then understand?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, like, if the child couldn't get into college on its own
On its own merit, yeah.
What makes you think he would survive in college?
Very good point, right?
If the child couldn't get on their own, and the parent forced them to go to college, wouldn't that be some type of child neglect?
I mean, when they call child neglect, it's just that she has high expectations for a child. Like she wanted her child to go to not that the child wasn't accepted, it's just that she wanted them to go to a specific college. People in Hollywood, they have to go to these high class Ivy League colleges. So they're not accepting no everyone. So when she realized that, oh, my children can't get accepted to no like the great schools where all of my colleagues go, where their children go, then I need to find a way to do it. And she did it. And my thing is, was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? What y'all think? Remember, we analyze and we are thinking critically, like, was she wrong for that?
Yes, I think she was wrong.
She was.
I think she was wrong.
She's both wrong.
Mr. Deep, we
I
have to
don't
write
think
the
so.
passage.
You're writing the passage down. Clearly, uh-huh.
And some people, if they don't get a scholarship, they have to pay for their college.
Yeah, they pay for the college, but she's bribing the people to basically this is not tuition she's paying, you know. This is not tuition. This is bribery. Like, you understand where I'm coming from? Like, y'all know what I mean when I say bribery? Like,
Yes, sir.
Like
Trying to persuade somebody with
it's
money.
like giving them money to do stuff for them.
yeah, giving someone money to do something that, by the way,
illegal, ain't
does bribery happen in Nassau, Bahamas? Does that happen? That don't happen
all the
here,
time.
I
right?
think
All the
so.
time.
I think
That's
so.
Yes,
that
That's
that
all you
that
hearing now.
that don't happen now. That don't happen, dog.
That's all you
I think
yes,
so.
sir.
It's happened in
Yes, sir.
Bahamas for
That
sure.
don't happen. No one has accept tips and stuff. You know,
Not the school.
no, we
Why you think all the policing problems now?
Lies.
So, so clearly these parents were disappointed in their children's inability to succeed academically and gain entry into universities their parents deemed worthy. What does that mean? When you say their parents deemed worthy, what does that mean?
Means that like the
They think
universities that their
that
parents find acceptable.
Yeah, and what sort of universities that is? Like what? How would you
Harvard,
Harvard.
Stanford,
Yeah,
Yale.
yeah, like high class universities, right? So this mindset pushes parents to take matters into their own hands by writing papers, setting up and running charitable foundations in their children's name, and even completing and submitting college applications. Has anyone here, your parents ever done your schoolwork for you?
And we used to do all the
Help.
projects.
I'm homeschooling.
Helped. Not did. but
Helped or did it for you? There's a difference.
Helped. It's
Help,
like
you
a
sure? You
project.
sure? You sure?
Helped.
And we
Helped.
just tried to do
Helped.
project.
You sure? Let me ask a question. If you are a parent, when you grow up, will you do your children, if you see your child, mother sick, the deadline, I could do it for them. Would you do it for them? Or
No, I could
do
help
most of the
them.
work.
But no.
I could help them.
you wouldn't do the project? It's due tomorrow now. Deadline.
I'm Mr. Petit. That's even if I feel like helping them.
No, it depends on how
Say
old
when I
it is.
fall asleep, she used to do my homework.
And what do
I
you
had,
say?
to, I had to do it before, so yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. All right. According to no parent want their child dumb, right? Or failing, right? So you gotta understand. That's what we mean by critical thinking. Understand the parent's perspective and understand the school's perspective and understand the child's perspective. From the parent's perspective, they're like, I want my child to do the best, to get the best, and I ain't gonna let them fail. So even if I have to do it for them, I could do it. From the school's perspective, they're like, if you do it for them, they still ain't gonna learn. So why are you doing it for them? From the child's perspective, they're like, shoot, if my mommy could do it, shoot, let her do it. I don't care. I get an A. Or from other students' perspective, they're like, don't do it. You have too much high expectations for me. Another crew would be like, I like your expectations. I like you pushing me to go forward. So there's a lot of way to skin this cat, right? But that's what critical thinking is all about. Thinking about different point of views, thinking about what's actually happening and what the author's trying to say, what you believe and doesn't make sense, and how does author support it. So according
Excuse me.
yeah.
See what I don't understand. She paying for the grades or she paying for admission?
She's paying for admission.
Ain't that just a normal thing?
No. She is paying as a form of bribery because they wasn't gonna let her in. So you understand? Like, it's not like a regular college admission thing that you just pay. You only pay at admission like if you accept it, right? But she is paying so that she's paying. In fact, she offered them, I think it was $1.5 million.
But just college mission?
For just admission. So she wanted to pay the professors to I mean, she have a lot of money. This it. And guess how long she been in prison?
How long?
7.
She been in prison for 2 months.
Type what?
Mr. Petit.
That's even more bribery. Mr. Petit, I bet you that's bribery. I bet you that's bribery.
She been in prison for 2 months. 2 months. She been in prison for 2 months.
Mr. Petit.
It's
Mr.
a
Petit, you lying, but 2 months, because ain't no way that
I'm
woman.
telling you, she been
2 months.
2 months. 2 months. 2 months. I looked it up. Look up Lori Loughlin. She's a famous actor. She act in a lot of stuff. Y'all know Lori Loughlin? Like Full House and Fuller House. For those
I
people.
know Full House and Full House.
Yeah, that's the lady, the pretty girl. I saw. Yeah. However, okay, so this mindset pushes parents to take matters into their own hand by writing papers, setting up and running charitable foundations in their children's names, and even completing and submitting college applications. According to a national survey by Axe.com, what is this author doing right here? According to a national survey by Axe.com, 778 parents
supporting details.
providing supporting details, right? 778 parents with children younger than 18 were asked if they do their children's homework. The survey showed that 43% of parents admitted to this. So parents, according to the survey, a lot of them does their children homework. So the author here is providing what? Evidence.
Not mine.
For what? Their claim.
Point.
For their point,
But
right?
I don't see the survey was not taken in the Bahamas.
What do you think it's going to be if it's taken in the Bahamas?
26%.
0%, because you know people would lie.
They would lie. They wouldn't admit to it, right? However, are these students, so this is a question that the author is asking, are these students really benefiting from their parents, from their parents deceit? What does deceit mean? What does deceit mean?
Lying.
Deceit. What does deceit mean? What is deceit?
Not telling the truth.
Not telling the truth, right? So that's a good question. Are these students really benefiting from their parents' deceit? Would you all have to say about that?
Yeah, so.
You think?
Yes.
No, sir.
No? All right.
Mr. Petit?
No, sir.
Uh-huh.
Negative.
Lori Loughlin
Uh-huh.
is 60 years old, and
Yes.
you do not want to know how much movies she been in.
Yes, I know. I looked it up. She's been in a lot of movies. And her network is staggering.
60? Boy.
Yeah, she's 60 now. Perhaps parents are hoping to spare themselves the embarrassment, disappointment, and feelings of failure that come along with not gaining admission to college. And that's a good point. You know, I don't think she was trying to like be deceitful necessarily. She just wanted what she thought was best for a child. And but the author says whatever their reasons, these extreme measures cause young people to feel embarrassed, resentful, and doubt their self-worth. So basically the author is saying that, this is what the author is saying, that because of the high expectations of the parents, and the children not feeling that they are not gonna be able to meet that, they feel embarrassed, resentful, and doubt their self-worth. Now, critically thinking, I don't think all children feel that way. Some students love high standards and appreciate high standards. And other students, they feel stressed with high standards. You give them high standards and it's like, oh, no, don't force it on me. Like, no, I can't take it. And then you have some students who are like, oh, embrace it. It depends on the students. I don't think every student feel embarrassed, resentful, and doubt their self-worth. But I think that some do, especially when the expectations are very high. You know, you have some parents who, if you don't come home with an A, if you come home with, mommy, I get a 99, you should have get 100. Mommy, I get 100. You should have get 110.
Those are those narcissistic parents.
Mr. Petit, that happened to me before. That happened to me before. I come home with like a 97 or something. And my dad was like, what happened to the other 2%?
What happened, 100?
But he was still proud of me though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it depends on parent style. I'm not, knocking no one. I'm just saying that it depends on the parent, depends child, that dynamic. I mean, when I was a student, shoot.
It depends on the mood.
I loved when my parents pushed me and
Oh yeah, I remember when I did get like 90s on my report card and
Uh-huh.
I being music because my teacher was hating.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was like, better 4.0.
Where from? Yeah, that happens. That happens. Mommy, I get a 3-point. Should have get a 3.20. So what happens a lot, but they just want the best for you. Like they want. I think every parent, by and large, just want the best for you. So because when you get a parent, when you become a parent, you don't want a child who's making 0.24. Like, you wouldn't want that. I mean, I hope you wouldn't want that. You want your children to be doing well because they carry. Uh-huh.
See, like, I was watching someone status and I see they report card and it says 0.15.
Mercy. That was your report card?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's critically analyze this, right? So I'm going to ask you some questions. And who knows? These questions might come on your quiz. I don't know. Who knows? But as used in the passage, let me see if I could put it on this. Y'all finished with this? Y'all finished writing this down?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No?
I on the last.
You can make it big again so I can take a screenshot.
Make it bigger so you can take a screenshot. Okay. So let me make it bigger one more time and then you can take a screenshot and then we go critically analyze this. All right.
I have it.
So, okay, so we're going to analyze several parts of this passage, right? So when you're inside the exam, they give you this. Like I said, this was one of the essays that came on last year's exam, 2023. No, that wasn't last year. 2024 was last year. But it came on 2020. Wait, 2023 felt just like yesterday. But anyway, we just come into 2025, so it felt like last year. But 2023, this passage came.
We have to write the questions.
Yes, writing the question as well. So, I don't think I'm gonna do all. I don't think I'm just going to highlight the parts that you need to focus on. So vocabulary in context. So
Write this down.
yes, write this down. So what does deceit mean as used in the passage? So does deceit mean misunderstanding? Does deceit mean failure? Does deceit mean embarrassment, or does deceit mean dishonesty?
Dishonesty.
Dishonesty.
It means A and B. I mean A and C. I mean A and D. And the last one.
What you said? What do you think it means?
A and the last one.
The last one is what? Embarrassment?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me repeat myself.
This one you was like tricking someone or something like that.
Deceit. What does deceit mean? Does it mean misunderstanding, dishonesty, failure, or embarrassment? Which one?
Dishonesty.
It's A and B. A and B. A
Let me
and
see.
B.
What does deceit mean? Does it mean misunderstanding as used in the passage? Does it mean misunderstanding, dishonesty, failure, or embarrassment? What does deceit mean?
Dishonesty.
Dishonesty.
I think it's dishonesty as used in the passage.
Yes, dishonesty, because it says, however, are these students really benefiting from their parents' deceit? Deceit, that means dishonesty, right? So in order for us to, so we are analyzing the text, right? We breaking it apart, right? This would mean to critically think. This would mean to analyze. What does the author mean? Deceit in this passage means what? Dishonesty. So let's write that down. So as used in the passage, deceit means dishonesty. Dishonesty. Number 2. So we already did vocabulary and context. Let's look at main idea. So main idea. What would you say is the main idea of this passage? The main idea.
I think it's on whether or not if on the opinions of buying your children's way into college and such things.
I think the main idea is how much parents help out their children.
Bribery.
Say it again.
Bribery.
Bribery. Okay. What is the main idea of this passage?
A scandal.
High expectation.
A scandal. High expectations. All right.
Informing you on parents and how they do their children work and stuff like that.
Informing you on parents and how they do their children's work. Good. So when we're analyzing stuff, we need to know the vocabulary, which we talk about it, dishonesty, with deceit. We also need to know, wait, I think there's, before we go with the main idea, we come back to the main idea. Let's look at some other words inside there. So other words we can look at. What do we mean by charitable? What does charitable mean in the passage?
Like
They
mercy. Like a
you have the Red Cross and you have
like a little club.
the hunger and stuff is charitable foundations they make up.
Yeah. So a charitable foundation it's relating to giving money
Helping people. Yes,
to
in
help,
need.
yeah, to help people or other resources to people who are in need, right? So that's what I mean by a foundation. So a foundation is basically, when we say foundation, we don't mean like the foundation of a house like that, but a foundation
No.
is like an organization.
Yeah.
So a charitable organization is it's basically an organization that's not for profit and is there to help other people. Y'all understand that, right?
Yes,
That's what I mean
sir.
by charitable foundation. Okay, next word, admission. What does admission mean? Admission. Admission, what is that?
To get in.
To
The
get in.
process of getting into college.
The process of getting to college, yeah.
Entrance to something.
This process to get into anything.
Process of being
Yeah.
let into.
Yeah, the process of being let into. Next word, resentful. What does this mean? Resentful.
Having resentment for something.
Dislike.
Rejected.
Resentful meaning that you push me to do it, and if I fail, then I resent you for it.
Exactly. Like I am angry. There's another word, so that would be.
Other words start with
So that would be what I'm looking for. Resentful. So that would be.
Boarded.
No. That would be. It's directly connected to resentful.
Hey, that's a word.
Bothered?
No, not bothered. B-I-T-T.
Bitter.
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 Bitter. Yes, bitter. Bitter. All right. That's enough of vocabulary and context. Now let's look at the main idea. So what is the main idea? Should I give y'all options or y'all go figure it out?
Options.
Options?
Yeah.
Scandal.
All right. So is the main idea to, you gotta listen, is the main idea to highlight the benefits of helping children succeed academically? Is the main idea to criticize parents for undermining their children's development through dishonesty? Is the main idea to describe a survey that explores parents' involvement in their children's education? Or is the main idea to examine the societal pressures leading parents to take extreme measures for their children?
Examine
the
the
last one.
societal pressures.
Why you think that's,
Examine the last one.
why you think
I
it's
said the
that?
last one.
Let me repeat myself.
I think
Is
it's number
it,
2.
want me put inside the chat? Let me put inside the chat so y'all could see it. So
Oh.
y'all could actually see what I'm talking about.
At first, I thought of something else, but I realized.
You realized. All right, main idea. Okay. Levantini, can you hear me? There's Levantini. Okay, let me put inside the chat. Okay, I don't see your notes yet. You need to send your notes. So this is the options. Is it to highlight the benefits? So let's go over these options, right? So is it to, is the main idea to highlight the benefits of parents helping their children? Is that the main idea?
No.
Why isn't that the main idea?
I think the main idea.
No. Why isn't that the main idea?
It's
Well,
not
I
showing
like
any
benefits.
benefits.
It's not showing any what?
Benefits
It's
or
not.
It's not showing no evidence.
Yeah, it's
Not
not.
showing the evidence of the benefit.
It's not highlighting no benefits of parents helping their children succeed academically. That's not what it's there for, right? Okay, let's go to B. Criticize parents for undermining their children's development through dishonesty.
B. That sound good. That's it
Excuse
right
me,
there.
Mr.
That sound
Petit.
good?
That's it
Excuse me,
right
Mr.
there.
Petit.
Uh-huh.
At first, I realized that. At first, I thought it was that. But I was like, we're not only going on that, we're going on the backstory as well from the other perspectives.
What's the backstory? Uh-huh.
What you mean?
Go ahead. Because, okay, let's go and see. Describe a survey that explores parents' involvement in their education. That wasn't the main idea. That was just a supporting detail. And D, examine the societal pressures leading parents to take extreme measures for their children.
D.
I think D. I think D.
Thank
I
you.
think D now.
Why D? Why D?
Because parents will do anything for their children.
Because it talks about how they go through these
And
extreme
then you
measures.
see a whole woman going to jail for 2 months.
Yeah, no, but it say to examine the societal pressures. What societal pressures is mentioned here?
They don't want society to see their children as failures.
Because their colleagues are going to those colleges and they are also set to that high standard.
Yeah, but is that the main idea though? Even though that was mentioned.
That's all it was talking about. I think that's C.
No, it's B. It's B. It can't be D. It has to be B because because this person is not saying it's a good thing. They are criticizing. So the main idea. So the main idea. Let's just put it out. This is what to criticize, even though it did show the societal pressures that leads it, but it wasn't saying that that's a good thing. Because she said, whatever their reasons, these extreme measures cause young people to feel embarrassed. All right. So she's criticizing what they're doing. And the way how you know she criticizes is because she brought out an example of someone going to go into jail for doing that. So definitely her objective is to criticize. This could be a male, but it sounds like a woman writing this. But our objective is to criticize.
What you mean by that?
It just sound like a woman who wrote this. That's what I mean. Sound like it. So to criticize parents for undermining their children's development through what? Dishonesty. And you know it's that because why? She said, or the author said that it said, however, are these parents really benefiting? However, are these students really benefiting from their parents' what? Deceit. So the correct answer is definitely B. Okay, so we ready to look at the vocabulary and context. So what are we doing here? What are we doing right now? What are we doing? What would we call this?
Analyzing.
No, what are we doing right now, Andrea? What are we doing? Analyzing, right? Critically thinking. That's what we're doing right now. How do we critically think? We look at the vocabulary words that are inside the text. We figure out if
thinking.
Critical thinking applied. We look at the vocabulary words that are inside the text. See if we know what they mean. Okay, once we know what they mean, now we're gonna figure what is the main idea. That's the next thing. Once we figure out the main idea, and how we figure out the main idea, what is the meaning that the author is trying to say, and what does the author use? And you know the main idea because whatever the main idea is, the author would use backup to support it. So we know that. Now let's go on the third thing, which is inference. So these are the pillars of critical thinking. This is how we do it. All right. So right now you are critically analyzing this passage, right? Congratulations. Because this is exactly what you're going to be doing in your exam. Okay, so next, inference. So my question is, so the author implies that students whose parents take dishonest action on their behalf are more likely to what? A, feel embarrassed and doubt their self-worth. B, succeed academically but struggle socially. C, appreciate their parents' effort despite ethical concerns. Or D, fail to gain admissions to college despite their parents' attempts.
D.
Want me to put inside the chat?
Yes, please.
Let me put
But
inside.
C.
I think it's C. Let me put inside the chat. So inference. What does inference mean? Do y'all know what we mean by when we say inference?
They can educated, yes.
Yeah, inference is like when you imply something, right? When you basically have to read between the lines. That's what I mean by inference. All right. It's a conclusion that you reach through by inferring something, right? Drawing the conclusions based on the evidence that you have, right? So it wasn't said plainly, but you infer it. You make an educated guess based on what was happening. So based on what you understand what the author is saying. So the question is, the author implies that students whose parents take dishonest actions on their behalf. Again, the author implies that students whose parents take dishonest actions on their behalf are more likely to what? A, feel embarrassed and doubt their self-worth. B, succeed academically but struggle socially. C, appreciate their parents' effort despite ethical concerns. Or D, fail to gain admission to college despite their parents' attempts.
A.
C.
All right, this is what we're gonna do.
I lean with C and B.
You lean with C and D?
No, C and B.
C and B. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Put your hands inside the chat, whether it be A, B, C, or D. Put your hands inside the chat. What do you think it's gonna be?
Who put the option in the chat too?
I did. I just did. I did.
You could repeat the question again, please.
The question is, the author implies that students whose parents take dishonest actions on their behalf are more likely to A, feel embarrassed and doubt their self-worth, B, succeed academically but struggle socially, C, appreciate their parents' effort despite their ethical concerns, or D, fail to gain admission to college despite their parents' attempts.
A.
A.
A? Let's see what y'all put. Let's see. I see a bunch of answers. A, B, A, B, A. It's all the A and B, it seems. Someone said C. I said C. Okay. The correct answer is definitely, drum roll please. Drum roll please.
One,
Bada,
two,
bada, bada,
three,
bada, bada,
four.
bada, bada,
One,
bada,
two,
bada, bada,
three,
bada.
four.
A.
I got it up.
A. It right there. Whatever their reasons, these extreme measures cause young people to do what? Feel embarrassed, resentful, and doubt their
self-worth.
self-worth. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so the author, let's write this down. The author implies that students who take dishonest, I'm sorry, parents. The parents who take dishonest actions on behalf. My goodness, I tell you this. My parents that I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay, y'all go run, y'all gonna be mad, but the author implies that students whose parents take
I
dishonest
haven't even wrote nothing yet.
dishonest actions on their behalf are likely to feel embarrassed and doubt their self-worth. Okay, inference. So what 3 ways we analyze this thing so far? What have we done?
Vocabulary.
If analyze the vocabulary, what else? Main idea
inference.
and inference. Very good. So we looked at what words the author used. We look at the main idea, what is the author trying to say? And we look at the inference, what does the author imply by the words that they're saying? All right. And that's definitely an implication for real. Next thing that we need to do when we are critically analyzing something is we have to look at the tone. The tone. And when we say tone, this is the 4th one. They always ask this question: what is the tone of the author? Right? They love that question. Tone is basically the speaker's voice. How do they sound? Do they sound irritated, joyful, peaceful? What's their tone? Is it a regretful tone? Is it a excited tone? Is it a remorseful tone? Is it a jovial tone? What is their tone, right? And so, should I give you all, I'm not gonna give you all any options for this one. Initially, I want to see what you all have to say, and then I'm gonna give you the options. What is the author's tone in this passage?
Formal and critical.
Say it again.
Formal and critical.
Who's speaking? Who said that?
Tavana.
Wow. You are absolutely right. Y'all heard what she said? She said without a shot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she was absolutely formal
and critical is what she said.
Yeah, formal and critical. So the options I was going to give you all was going to be A, critical and concerned, B, indifferent and neutral, C, supportive and optimistic, or D, humorous and lighthearted. So what's the correct one for this one?
A.
A, very good. Critical and concerned. How do we know that she's critical? Or the author is critical. What did you say? What would support that?
It's no emotions, and it gets straight to the point and says all the specific points.
No, that's not a good no. Critical and
Because the
concerned.
main idea of the passage is to criticize parents.
Exactly. Critique. What does she critique? So let's explain it. So the author's tone is critical and concerned. We say that what? The author critiques parents' what? Actions and expresses what? This is what you have to write in your exam, right? When they ask you about the tone and they ask you to say why, you give the tone. The author's tone is critical and concerned. Why? The author critiques parents' actions and expresses what? Concerns about what? The negative impact it can have, the negative impact it can have on children. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? What do we call this?
Analyzing.
We are analyzing. We are critically analyzing this. We are critically thinking, right? We look at the author's tone. We look at what the author inferred. We look at the author's main idea. We look at its vocabulary and context. And so it's a lot of thinking. What does the author mean? What does it mean when they say that? How do we figure out what the author is trying to say by the words that they're using, right? What's the author's main idea, right? What are they trying to get at? What the author's point is that a valid point? Does that make sense, right? Yeah, we are doing exactly what we say that what we're going to do from the beginning when we talk about critically thinking. Now, I want you to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. We do not have time to do all the rest.
I write in number 4.
So, but we have other ones to do, but we just didn't have enough time. So I'm going to, this is the first 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quiz. So I helped you with the first 4. I helped you with the first 4. So the quiz should be good because I helped you with the first 4. The last 6, you have to think about the answers yourself and hopefully get it right. So let me go ahead and put the quiz inside the chat. Everyone should do this quiz. The quiz, I think it has like 10 questions. So go ahead and answer that for me. Let me go and put inside the chat. Okay. All right, so all right. Go ahead and take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp, and then I'm going to post the quiz inside the chat.
Seamus, but did you send the quiz again, please?
I haven't sent it yet. Y'all have to send your.
Send my work.
Good.
Students, but did you send the quizzes and chats?
Not yet. right? All right, you all sent me your work already? Let me know. The quiz is out of
Yes, sir.
20.
Yes, sir.
How many persons believe that they're gonna get all right? Let me know if you think you're gonna get all right on the quiz. Hello?
Petit, I don't see the quiz.
I ain't too
Right.
sure about
I
that.
think so. I
But
think
my
so.
mommy always tell me believe in myself, so I think I can get all right.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Me too.
Self-esteem, self-worth, right? All right, the quiz will be put inside the chat in 5, 4. Once it's inside the chat, please put started inside the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside the chat. You could started. I said started. It started. It's a very good quiz. This is what we're critically thinking. This is what we're doing, right? Vocabulary, main idea, inference, tone, logical reasoning, right? Cause and effect, data interpretation, evidence-based reading, right? Rhetorical strategy, perspective, logical reasoning, all those things. That's the different areas that we look at when we are considering critically analyzing a text. This is what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and see your results. Let's see. Read the questions carefully. Take your time and answer them. The passing grade is 18. Wait, let's see. No, 16 out of 20.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Is this a thing where we could look at the passage while we answer?
Oh, you want to see the passage? That'll be goody. Let me put the passage inside the chat. I mean, inside the.
I was gonna look at it out of my book.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you have it in your book, but it'll be good if you could have it in the quiz as well.
We'll try again.
Let me put it inside the quiz. That'd be good. I'm supposed to do that.
Thank you.
All right, if you want to see the passage, you just have to reset the page, and then you will be able to see the passage inside the you'll be able to see the passage inside the thing. Wait. Do I put points for these? Taken? I don't understand this. How come y'all getting 0 to 20? Anyone else getting 0 to 20?
Yes, sir. I think something wrong with the quiz.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't have the system.
They don't have no answers.
I got all my questions right, but yet that for some reason this thing giving me 0 out of 20.
I don't know
They don't
why.
have no answers for the questions. Like I clicked the response and ain't no answers to the
answer.
questions.
I mean, I have answers here. I wonder why it would. Wait, let me do something. Let me unpublish it and publish it again.
I mean, no right answer.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm saying, I have the correct answers here, so I don't know why it's doing that.
Pick no answer.
It ain't showing no answers, right?
Also, it ain't showing any choose any other.
Okay. Okay, one moment. I'm going to correct this. Because I want to see y'all grades. Why is this like this? Oh, I think I know. All right. Try it now, refresh it. Let me see. Refresh the page and see if it's giving you a response. Yeah, some people getting it. I don't know, some people getting it. Others are not. Refresh it and see if it gives you your grade. I don't understand.
No, so I still have a 0 out of 20.
Aiden get 18.
I still have a 0 out of 20. For your big head, get your big head.
Still getting a 0 to 20? That's weird.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see if I can fix that. I want you all to actually. Let's correcting on this. It never does that. Aiden Bean.
Yes, sir.
How come it give you your answer? Yeah, like your grade. What did you do?
I don't know. When you said I like turned it in the minute you said to refresh it. I was doing it and then I was hearing you talking about the 0 to 20, so I didn't turn it in.
Yes.
Sam, I said that I got 0 to 20.
Redo it and see if it does the same thing. I think the problem is.
My grade gone in.
Well, who grade gone in?
Tanisha.
Yeah, Tanisha. Yeah, I saw your grade going in, but I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure why the rest of them. If your grade hasn't gone in, please redo it. I think it has a problem. It brought a problem initially, so maybe because I was editing it. So please redo it. Redo it. I don't know. I think that's the reason. If that's not, then we have to figure what the reason is.
You say if it give you a 0
If
out
it
of
give you a
20,
0,
redo it?
yeah, if it give you a
Redo
0
it?
out of 20, redo it, yeah.
All right.
Resubmit it. I'm seeing persons get the answers now. Maybe because I was editing it, that's why it started freaking out. It's interesting.
That's what I said. I got a 20 out of 20.
You sent it? Who's that speaking?
I had to do it over.
You had to do it.
When I got an 18 out of 20, I know it's a positive thing I'm right, but I didn't mean to press that on, so I just select that.
Okay. If you got 16 and above, you can leave. But if it gave you 0, please redo it. Redo it. I think. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. If you have to redo it. All right. I think it's working now. For those who redid it, it's working now.
Good night.
You have what did you get?
16 out of 20.
16 out of 20. Okay,
16
good.
out of 20.
16.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. 16 out of 20 and above. That's what we need. 16 or 20 and above.
But they keep showing me 0 out of 20.
You did it again?
Yes, sir.
How many times you did it?
Only twice.
Only twice? That's weird.
Should I try again?
Yeah, try again. Try again. Kanan, why does it giving you 0 to 20? Is it first time, doing it?
Yeah, so it's my first time. I don't have no answer selected.
Yeah, redo it. Redo it. If it's your first time, you have to redo it. Because it's very good, Shanair. Very good, Cleveland. Very good, Megan. Very good, Chloe.
See you tomorrow by God's grace.
Yes, have a wonderful evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Kushana Store, you have to redo the quiz. It gives us 20 or the 0 to 20 the first time. Azaria Cash, very good.
Mr.
Zion,
Petit, I read that I got a 20 or a 20.
very good. I saw it. What I want you all to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I mean, a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Wizlet, very good.
I somehow get a 0 or a 20
The second time?
the first time.
The first time, okay. Yeah, redo it for me, please. Can you send the link on WhatsApp? Yes, I can. Alea, you have to redo the quiz. I think it's given us a
18
problem.
and 20. Good night, Mr. Petit.
18 or 20 is good.
I to send it to the chat or to your WhatsApp.
To my WhatsApp.
Okay.
Megan, very good.
All right, so good night.
Good night, good night.
Good night.
Good
I
night, good
got
night.
16.
16 is good. Levantinique, you have to redo your quiz. You got 12. You have to redo that. Calvin Hyla, you have to redo your quiz. Calvin Hyla, you have to redo your quiz. To redo your quiz.
Good night, Mr. Petit. 18 out of 20.
18? All right.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I'm Mr. Petit. I got a 20 or a 20.
Very good. 20 out of 20 is excellent. Excellent stuff.
Good night.
Good night.
I got 18 out of 20.
Very good. Alea, have a good night.
Good night.
You get a 20 with a 20.
Who's that?
Kelvin.
Calvin, very good.
Good night.
Good night, good night.
Good night, Miss Everything.
Good night.